Alright everyone, and welcome to another week of VG Racing Highlights. And yep, the timestamps as always were in the description below. Quite a long one this week, as you will see. And yep, first up then we've got Formula Xbox round 12 of the season, the German Grand Prix. And yep, this is yeah, just past halfway point then in season 7. And yeah, as you can see, it is intermediate conditions and for qualifying, and it is a one-shot qualifying because the first race of this didn't work out because of issues with the safety car once again. So yeah, we've done a one-shot qualifying and we customised the weather because it was a light rain qualifying and then just overcast for the whole race. So yeah, we were able to just sort of do a custom weather thingy for that one. So yeah, we'll see how we can do here then. We only qualified 13th in that session, but obviously with one-shot qualifying it does make things a bit more interesting. Maybe, you know, if you keep it clean then you tend to do better. So yeah, we'll see how we can do then. Obviously a race is going to be a lot about slipstream and DRS because that is just way too overpowered at this track. That's just how it is. And yeah, we'll see how it goes then, as our teammate took pole position there, it looks like, and we were down in 9th place and so still well off the pace, but yeah, it was not as bad as it was the first time. You see there a whole host of people there not setting a time, getting disqualified, whatever. And yeah, strategy then, 2 soft stints then and then mediums at the end. It seems the best way to go for this one. And yep, the lights are coming on now. And away we go then, and it is a pretty decent start I think from the 5th row. So we're getting alongside Kung Fu Kenny, Jack towards turn 1 there, and yeah, all gets punched up. We were quite cautious there. So easy to have an instant in this first corner, as it does get very narrow there in that first corner. As we've got Canaries diving up our inside there, but it looks like we are just about going to stay ahead here, as yeah, we've dropped back a little bit actually on this run down towards the hairpin. So yeah, we could end up defending here rather than attacking down here then, as yeah, we've got Canaries alongside us, and we're going to brake as late as we can here. It all bunches up in front of us then, so we do end up closing back up again. But yeah, it looks like we've just managed to hold off Canaries then, and we're still in 9th position for the time being. And yeah, up in front of us then we see Galvanic Gamer there loses the back end. I think he went to the back of Maestro actually, and Jackson go past him then, and we've got a good run on both of them here actually. And we're past Galvanic Gamer then, and yeah, we're past Kung Fu Kenny Jack as well. It looks like just about into the stadium section there. And yeah, still getting side by side then in this final sector. And yeah, you don't often see side by side racing there, but we've managed to just about avoid any contact, but he has managed to retake a position then. But on the next lap, sort of seeing here the slipstream just so powerful around this track, and yeah, out the inside we go then into the hairpin, and through we go into 7th position then. And yep, on to the end of that lap then. We've got Bottas going very slowly there at the final corner, and he's lost the back end a little bit. We're going to just take the racing line there and get ahead into turn 1, and then he runs by him as well, so that costs him more places. And then we had a few laps where nothing really happened, but then we got Had Sinan coming through from the back of the field, one of the quickest people here, but yeah, messed up in the one-shot qualifying. So yeah, he gave it himself it all to do really from the back of the field, but he overtakes us there, and then it looks like Galvanic Gamer is going to go through as well here then. And yep, towards turn 8 we're on the inside still, but yeah, we're just about trying to stay with him here. But yeah, it looks like we've actually managed to get a lot more speed through there and maintain a position. But now with slipstream and DRS next time round, he's probably going to pass us into the hairpin. We're going to try and go defensive here, but I don't think it's going to work too well, because it doesn't tend to matter really what you do here when you defend it. It just seems like you just get past left, right and centre into that corner, and same when you're attacking, you can just go anyway, and yeah, you'll pretty much just get through it seems. But yeah, on to lap 8 then, and yeah, case in hand here then. or case in point, whatever, and yeah, we directly inside of him there, and yeah, just pretty much had the same effect as if he'd gone defensive. Really, we just comfortably managed to outbreak him, really, even though we were quite a way back, sort of like going onto that straight. So yeah, it just really is so overpowered, this track, and I do hope that just in general, because it's not even like just this track, there's quite a lot of places, like we saw it in a race we did at Silverstone at some point as well, just the slipstream with DRS as well is just so powerful. So yeah, I do hope that is reduced a bit in the F1 2017 game, as meanwhile going game was repassed us then, and it looks like on lap 10 we're going to repass them again here then. So it, like, I know some people think, why are you complaining about it? It's an interesting race, but it's like, it's just so predictable every single lap. Just, and like, if you're not like more than a second quicker than someone, then they'll just reel you back in the DRS zone. So it's like completely pointless at times. So yeah, that's the only thing I'd like dislike about it. It just makes everything too easy. It should be more challenging, I think. As at least we're having a good battle there, going side by side into the stadium section, and yeah, we're still side by side like we were with Kung Fu K track before. So yeah, it's a very good battle going on here then, as we're still side by side then, and our teammate is in the pits, I think, so we won't be pitting on this lap. And yeah, we are ahead then for the time being, but for how much longer then, as yeah, we are going to rejoin then, I think just about in the lead here then, but we run wide, and well, yeah, that's going to give them the position, but that's probably actually benefited us there. Making a mistake has actually benefited us there. So like, that's another thing, like, you can just make an error and get reward for it with DRS just like straight afterwards. So yeah, there we go then, we're going to retake the position. And yeah, so obviously not very good for our racing with that. We're already nearly a pit stop behind our teammate, but we were just nowhere near him on pace anyway. And yeah, he's very quick around this track. So yeah, it wasn't really that much of a surprise, but we do pit at the end of that lap, and well yeah, Galvanic Gamer stayed out because he was on the medium tyres, so he would have been staying out a bit longer there. And we go on to another set of the soft tyres then, and yeah, we should only have one more stop to make after this one then, as out of the pits we're going to come then, and we are going to be in 8th place, it looks like then, as Vapiku is going to go through as well. I think he had to pit soon as well, and we were closing right up to the back of him here then, getting ready for a overtake. And yeah, Maestro, who retired some laps ago now, left the session. That just immediately brought out the safety car. So yeah, that was that. And unfortunately, that meant we actually lost out to Kung Fu Kane Jack and Galvanic Gamer because of when that came out. So yeah, that's frustrating then, as we're back underway then at the beginning of lap 17 with yeah, our teammates still leading then, and we just get a strategy call there. Like, what was the point of that? We've actually got Galvanic Gamer then on the super soft tyres, so he was obviously thinking of trying to make some gains during this stint and then maybe gone to another set of mediums. I'm not sure really what that thinking was, but he may make it work. We'll have to wait and see, as we get a good run on him though, with also him and Kung Fu Kane Jack there. The man trying to go around the outside, we're on the inside. It looks like we may have been able to go through, but no, he just has way better traction coming out of the hairpin there, as there's been a crash point but between, it looks like K Gibbs and Drastic there, I think. So yeah, they've had it come together, and then Galvanic Gamer is directly inside Jack there, pushed him up wide a little bit. That almost gave us a chance to go through, and in fact it yeah, certainly did, but he really took out the racing line there, and yeah, we had to stay behind for the time being. But he gets quite a bad run there out of the final corner, so that's going to allow us to get alongside. He moves across a bit to try and frighten us off a little bit, and kind of did work, but he did outbrake himself. Now Mighty Midget has got a very good run on the pair of us then, towards turn 2, and he's passed us at least, but we are not going to have DRS because that is not enabled yet, but we're still going to have a very strong run here with Slipstream, and we're already getting back alongside the Toro Rosso here then, towards the hairpin. We're now reeling in the manor as well. He's going defensive. We're going to go right down the inside, give ourselves the most acute angle possible, and yeah, of course, contact there. That really wasn't probably the best move I could have made there, but again, it makes no difference then, and we are still in 7th position. Now we're closing out to the back of him once again. On the next lap, we've got DRS this time, and it just is too easy there, as down the hairpin. But yeah, he locks up and actually does a Rosberg into us there a little bit, and yeah, he's going to stay ahead this time then, it looks like. But we're still going to have a good run now through turn 7 and towards turn 8 then, as it gets very close there once again. We're going to see if we can go at the inside, but we just weren't late enough on the brakes there. Just didn't really have as much confidence on the brakes into that corner really. And yeah, onto lap 20 then, he's run wide in turn 1, so that's going to give us a run then into turn 2, but really isn't where we want to be overtaken, because now we're just going to have everyone with DRS behind us. But yeah, he does actually come back to us there, and that means that we actually get it, and we should hopefully be able to get us one done quite comfortably then, as he does go defensive, but we've got so much more straight line speed there that it just doesn't really matter. And yeah, we're going to go through, but we do go a bit deep though into the hairpin, so he's going to come back at us again here, and we're costing ourselves so much time here then, because we just haven't got this move done. And yeah, he's had a poor run again out the final corner, or certainly not as good a run as us. And yeah, towards turn 1 then, we've got it done before the corner this time. And yeah, he may, well, that's probably just screwed us over completely then, because we've got him, we've got K Gibbs, we've also got TSRL Bottas there, but it looks like as he's directly inside there that he's just screwed all 3 of them over, and now none of them are going to get a good run on us. So that actually worked out for us then, with the Bottas going for that move. And then the safety car comes out on lap 21, just I was thinking of pitting, but obviously because of the safety car I was thinking of like extending that stint a little bit more. But yeah, if I'd pitted right when I was meant to, that could have worked out so well for me there, because I would have, well, obviously it still worked out alright for me, because I was the first person to not have a delta really, so it allowed me to catch right back up to the top 6. But yeah, it just would have been so much better if I could have actually had that pit stop right when it was coming out there, but it wasn't to be, and we actually lost quite a bit of time there. And it seems that everyone who was like further back just seems to gain, and everyone who was further up seemed to lose out, because I ended up behind a bunch of people, but I still ended up ahead of Sinan there. So yeah, we're going to be 9th then at the restart. Marty Midget didn't pit for some reason, but he's going to be leading everyone away now then. And a few others didn't pit as well. I think Perez may have been one of them, I'm not sure who else it was. As K Gibbs runs wide there, that allows us to get straight past him. And yeah, we're having a look now then at Melanie and Drastic Devil, but K Gibbs has come back at us then, and yeah, he's back up into 8th place, and we've got Sinan right behind us as well then. He looks like he's going to have to come back through the field once again here then. And yeah, this is where it's sort of, that safety car was a bad thing, because obviously if we'd gone on to mediums in that first stint, then we could have gone to soft tyres now and gone to the end, but because we went soft tyres for the second stint, we couldn't really do that, so that sort of hurt us again here, and that sort of hurt my teammate as well actually. But we had K Gibbs on the grass there, and that allowed us to retake 9th place, and then we've got Devil lining up Perez here, and we're going to try and do the same then. I think Perez stayed out, I'm not sure, but yeah, we're going to dart inside then, nearly 3 wide, we just about back out of it there, but Perez had gone so far wide there, and Devil's gone through, we've gone through, and it looks like Kung Fu Kenny Jack has also gone through as well there, as Devil has made a big mistake there at the final corner. And on to lap 27, and we are going to think about having a look into turn 1, but he runs wide there, and we're going to have DRS on him, but really we don't want to be past him into this corner, as we've got Kung Fu Kenny Jack then trying to pass us here. And yeah, but of course crucially both of us stand behind then for DRS now then. We've also got K Gibbs right there as well, as Devil is going to be a complete sit and duck here then, it looks like, as we're going to be 3 wide here then, maybe even 4 wide, I'm not sure where K Gibbs is. But yeah, we back up it a little bit, Jack goes through, and Devil doesn't get the best run there, so we are going to get alongside, and then I think K Gibbs is somewhere there as well. We're on the inside over for turn 7, and we've just been given no room at all, and then we've just ended up off the track. We've lost quite a lot of time there. Vapicoot's gone through, so has the Mercedes of K Gibbs I think, and we are down to 10th position then. And yeah, just another race ruined, and on the same lap as it was in Hungary as well, so how about that, as we've now got Drastic Midget then passing us on the next lap then, and that puts us down into 10th position. I think this one paired, so we were back up to 9th momentarily, but yeah, Midget has gone back through now then, and yeah, we're down into 10th position once again. So yeah, that's really just ruined our race, and we were in a good fight there for some good points, and then yeah, it looks like 9th is probably the best we're going to do then today. as Midget has run wide there into the stadium section, and yeah, we are through and back into 9th place, made that 8th because my Midget has now finally pitted for the super soft tyres. But it just seems like it'd be a little bit too little too late, I'd think, because Drastic is coming back at this end, and we've got Mighty, and yeah, it's quite a battle here then between the two midgets, but yeah, he's Mighty's through there on the super soft tyres, and it won't be long before he's past us, I don't think, as yeah, we make it even easier as we go deep into turn 8, and now he's going to easily drive past us, I would think, and yeah, there he goes then into 8th position, and I think yeah, 9th is probably the best we're going to hope for today then, and yeah, sadly that is how it is going to end then. No more battling, and yeah, just very disappointing result for us then. Only 2 points from this race. I mean, we didn't really have the pace, but I mean, sort of, we were having some good battles there, but we did actually move up to 8th place because of K Gibbs having 6 seconds of penalties, so I mean, we do get in a little bit more then. But yeah, our teammate took the win then, so well on him for that one then, extends his championship lead. Galvanic Gamer was 2nd, I think Melanie was in 3rd. And yeah, 2 retirements then, actually it's more than that, it just showed the penalties for some reason. But yeah, the standings are on screen then, I'm not, they should be anyway, but yeah, not very good for us I don't think. And yeah, good for the constructors though, I'd imagine. And yeah, that's it for this week of Formula Xbox. Moving on then to the Apollo League, and it is rounds 7 and 8 then today of the season 3.5, and yeah, here we are then for round 7 of the season, which is in Catalonia, Spanish Grand Prix, and yep, here we are then for one-shot qualifying, and yep, coming here then to try and extend our championship lead, which is I think, I can't remember now, it was like 22 points I think going into this race. And yeah, rather interestingly, Jack Sparrow and Payne decided to join another league that raced on Mondays, so yeah, they just didn't even feel like seeing out the season, so yeah, that was nice fun. And yeah, it's less of a championship battle now then, so yeah, just less people here in general, so yeah, that was a bit of an interesting call, but yeah, we'll just keep on going then. And obviously still some other people in this fight. We've got Kung Fu Kenny Jack, we've got CK, we've got Feely, all still in with a shot at the championship, so we've got to still try and get as many points as we can then in these final races to try and actually secure this championship then, as Spain is very well one of my favourite tracks on this game. And as you see here, we actually do take pole position then with that lap. And yeah, it was Fredsters, who is now a full-time driver, in 2nd, and Little Imp in 3rd. Our teammate was in 4th. As you see, only 9 people turned up to this race, so yeah, that was a bit of a shame really. And yeah, we've got lights coming on now then. And away we go. And it is not the best start from us then, had a lot of traction. Well, not a lot of traction I should say, but yeah, Fredsters had a much better start than us. I think he uses traction, I'm not sure, but yeah, right behind us there's a crash between Little Imp and Sir Lane, and Little Imp is out the race then, so yeah, the 2 drivers on road 2 crashing there. I think they may have actually clipped me as well, I'm not sure, but the safety car comes out immediately, and yeah, we decide to pit then at the end of the lap. Fredsters decides not to and then changes his mind, so yeah, we are now going to lead then into the pit lane, and we're going to go onto the hard tyres then until the end of the race. Maybe we could have gone mediums here actually, but I wasn't really sure, so I went with the hard tyres, and I think pretty much everyone did that, except for maybe one person who I can't even remember now. But yeah, Kung Fu Kenny Jack actually decided to stay out then, which was interesting, and it was actually Elusive Kev then who went on to the mediums. But yeah, Jack, who started on the medium tyres then, decided to stay out and see what he could do on those. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that then, as the safety car is now coming in then. And yeah, once again, just no grip there off the restart, and he had a comfortable getaway there. And we've now got Fredsters and Kev all over the back of us and towards the first corner. We're going to try and park it in the middle of the track here to go defensive as possible here. And yeah, we have managed to maintain a position for the time being then, as Jack is starting to pull away a bit at the front end, so that may be part of his plan here then. while everyone else is battling, but we've run a bit wide there in turn 3 on hard tyres, and Fredster is going to come past then, looks like, into turn 4, and there it goes then into second place, and what will effectively be a race lead then once Jack is pitted. But yeah, we'll see what actually happens then with that McLaren, because he doesn't seem to be having many issues at this point then. But yeah, Fredster's catch up to the back of him then, so we then, and we've got a regular run then towards turn 1, but just nowhere to go with it then. And Jack is actually coming back at him then into turn 2 here then. A bit of contact, that's going to allow us to get alongside then through turn 3. But yeah, Jack's certainly not giving this one up then, and he looks like can still go quite a way on those medium tyres then, maybe trying to go until he can go onto soft tyres, I'd imagine. But yeah, interesting to see how that one works out then, as we tried to go around the outside there of Fredster, but it didn't quite work out for us. And yeah, we're back down and into third position. Only a few corners later though, and we've got a very good run then with DRS out of turn 8 and towards this very tight left-hander. I think it's maybe turn 10 actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, we couldn't quite get through there, and yep, at the end of the lap then, DRS and for Fredster and us as well then, and Fredster's gone through. Jack is going to try and fight back, but he's running to the back in there and run himself off the road, and that's allowed us to go up into second place, and yeah, we'll see if we can stick with him, but we just couldn't really, we just wasn't getting enough like traction out of that corner there really compared to Fredster, and yeah, we just gradually slipped back a little bit, but yeah, we still kept him in our sights, and yeah, obviously he didn't have any points on the board, so yeah, we didn't have to worry about him too much there then. So still a very good second place there, extending our championship lead over Feely there, who finished in third. As a good result for the constructors as well then, with Sir Lane in 5th position there. And we are now going to move on then to the next race, which is the Italian Grand Prix, and yeah, obviously the home race of Ferrari, so we want to we'll try and get a good result here then. But yeah, this is just one of those tracks where it just never seems to work out for me really. Still yet to have a race win at this track. Like, been league racing around like on this game for, or on these games for like 4.5 years, and just I've raced in Monza so many times and yet never won here, even though I've picked up wins at most other tracks really. But we did qualify third for this one then, but just nowhere near the pace of Jack Sparrow, who's coming back for the second races of each evening, which is interesting. But yeah, you would think not really much of a threat for, like, you know, overall then, which is a curious decision. But yeah, you can see heavy rain then for this race. We've got the two Renaults then on the front row of the grid, and the lights coming on now. And away we go, and it is going to be a very tentative start from everyone here then. And yeah, we do get an alright launch I think then, considering, and yeah, we're looking at the two Renaults then, but we're just so cautious here on the brakes. I had no idea where you meant to brake here, and yeah, obviously it's so easy to have a crash in this first corner, so I was very cautious there. Team McLarens were very close there, looked like Feely has gone off, and Stealth Aquas has come through then into 4th position. We're down to 5th then, and yeah, we'll have to see what we can do then from here, but obviously we just want to try and keep on the road then in these tough conditions, because yeah, we've got a championship lead to watch out for then. Stealth Aquas misses his break in, goes across the chicane, surely fails to lose his position there, and yeah, just has no intentions to really give that position back, it seems. So yeah, that's great then, and he is just, yeah, just drawn all over the place in the second lowest mode then, and really slowed us up there, allowing the top 3 to get away, and allowing Feely and CK to close right to the back of them. Sir Lane is there as well, and yeah, towards Ascari then. We're going to see if we can get close enough, but just doesn't look like we are, and we lock up, and yeah, we run wide then, and yeah, through goes Feely, CK and Sir Lane there then, and Elisa Kev, so we're actually down to last place then, and now Sir Lane and CK have actually crashed, so that's going to allow us to go back up then into 7th position, and now Elisa Kev slowed down as well. I'm not sure if that was like a yellow flag thing there or something, but yeah, that's up into 6th place then. We've got Stealth Aquas right in front of us now then, and right alongside him then, we're clearly alongside him, and he's just moved across there. We're lucky that we noticed that and were able to slow down, and yeah, he's just running himself off the track now then, so yeah, we're up into 5th place then, and lucky to still be, we'll still have all 4 wheels pointing in the same direction probably. So yeah, CK is now trying to pass then into the Parabolica. We're on the inside then, we'll see if we can hold on, but just we don't have the pace in these conditions. We're like Jorge Lorenzo really when it comes to the full wet conditions, and yeah, we do actually manage to stay ahead on a CK for the time being, but down towards turn 1 I doubt we're going to be able to hold on to this position then, as yeah, he's in the slipstream then, he's going to look to the inside now then, and yeah, we were just so much earlier on the brakes there, and through he is going to go then. It gets very tight there in turn 2, but yeah, he is up and into 5th position. So yeah, on to, well, later on in the lap then, Jack Sparrow actually retired from the race then, so missed the first race of this evening, now is out the second one then. Sasha's chain for him then, and yeah, he is out of the race then, and that's us up into 5th place then. And yeah, we're looking at CK then for what is now 4th place, and once again we find ourselves on the inside, but yeah, I imagine pretty much the same thing is going to happen again here then really, as yeah, out of the corner we come then, and he's just going to tuck back into the slip and probably retake us towards turn 1 I would imagine, as yeah, towards the first corner we go then. He's on the outside this time, but I doubt it'll make much difference as we were a lot earlier again on the brakes. And yeah, through he's going to go then and into 4th position there, and we're going to try and stick with him, but we lose the back end there and go onto the grass, so yeah, that has set us back quite a bit there. On to the next lap then, and yeah, we're coming into turn 1 now then. I thought I'd brake run at the same time I normally did, but I just went completely straight on. Slowed down quite a lot there to make sure I didn't get any penalties. Then we see Stealth backwards completely missed chicane as well, and just driven past us, so yeah. I don't even know what to say about that one, but yeah, he is through then into 5th. And on the next lap he just makes the same mistake again, but decides to go through the marker boards this time, and yeah, that was a lot slower, and yeah, we're through and back into 5th position then. And yeah, if you got to say then, CK and Feely just battling a lot here, and that allows us to close right up to them. And yeah, CK ran off the track there. That's going to allow us to go up into 4th position. And yeah, I wasn't expecting to see them again in this race, but we've now got to go run on Feely for the final place on the podium here. And we're alongside, but just with no confidence on the brakes, because we try and brake like fractionally later than we have been, we just run well off the track. So yeah, Feely goes through then. We're going to try and stick with him if we can. We get a better run out of the first chicane that time, so maybe towards the second chicane we can pass him, but just yeah, in none of these braking zones we seem to be able to sort of brake late. So yeah, again you see we were ahead, but we just were so much earlier on the brakes, and now he's back through and we get a little nudge off the track there. To be fair, probably not much he could have done in these conditions, but yeah, that cost us a bit of time there. And on the next lap it is pretty much an exact copy here once again then, towards turn 1, and yeah, we are again going to be outbraked into the first chicane, and yeah, this time we return the favour then, and well, again, there was just very little we could do, but we are up into 3rd place then in this race. And then just moments later we got a yellow flag up in front of us, and you can see up ahead the McLaren is off the track of Kung Fu Kenny Jack, and yeah, that is put us up into 2nd place. He is out of the race then, so I don't really know what happened there, but yeah, just out of nowhere we were going to finish this race in 2nd position. I really have no idea how this happened, but yeah, that is a save from us there. And I have no idea how it happened then, but yeah, we're going to cross the line in 2nd place, but Forrest has taken the win once again then, so he's had a strong night. But for us then, that's 2 very crucial results there. Obviously with Payne completely leaving the league and Jack sort of leaving the league, that has really sort of written them out of the challenge. And yeah, you'll see from the championship now then we've got a 45-point lead then into the final 4 races, so by this time next week we could have wrapped it up, but yeah, won't be thinking like that, to be honest. We'll just be trying to get as many points as we can, and yeah, just hoping that when it's all done that we have the most points. But yeah, Constructors is still looking good as well then, and that is it for this week of Apollo. Last up for today then, it is the F1 League, and it is round the 3rd to last one of the season then, and yeah, the Mexican Grand Prix, and yep, here is our best qualifying lap then. And yep, coming here off of just about 3 or 4 races now of just really like mediocre results. A mixture. Some stuff has gone wrong, some cases we just haven't had the pace, but yeah, it's just we're getting to the end now of a rather just sort of overall dismal season really, and it's looked that way from early on, but still it's sort of good that we're coming towards the end of the season, because it just hasn't really gone to plan at all for us. But yeah, we'll see what happens here today then. Obviously last season was quite a controversial one. Obviously we had the stuff with Cupid, and that sort of allowed me to get a strong result, although yeah, obviously I had the big mistake at turn 1, which I ended up getting penalised for, rightly of course. And yeah, obviously what with the Cupid antics going on, I sort of was able to close back up a bit. But yeah, we'll see what happens then. We've got still a 3-way fight for the championship just about, and it's a championship leader Amazement on pole then from 2nd place in the championship, F1 Maestro. Then Infinity is 3rd, Leopard Bike on the soft tyres is 4th, and we were then in 5th position. So yeah, interesting, a bit of a split really between super soft and soft tyre. I did think that this would be the right strategy to go with, this one right here. And yeah, I underfielded the car quite a bit as well, just because you don't really use Rich apart from really on the run to turns 1 and turns 4. But yeah, we've got the lights coming on now then. And away we go, and once again there's been a lag start. The Amazement and Infinity have had a much better start than everyone else, and there goes Hamilton Fan once again charging through into 3rd position. And yeah, just once again lag starts ruining for everything. And yeah, luckily we know where to brake this time, and we go around the outside then of Leopard Bike in turn 1, and yeah, we're up into 5th then, but he's still alongside us then, as we've got Maestro now trying to get back past Hamilton Fan. And yeah, down towards turn 4 now then, he's at the inside and they make contact then. Hamilton Fan not really wanting to give that one up, and he dives at the inside in turn 5 and runs himself off the track as Leopard Bike passes us. But yeah, Hamilton Fan rejoins into us, forces us out wide, and that allows Leopard Bike to take the position then. So yeah, we're back down then into 5th place, and yeah, it's almost ended up exactly as it was then. As we begin lap 2 now then, we've got Silent Moore looking at us, and yeah, this is like the complete opposite of like Germany, where here like slipstream almost is non-existent unless you're like right up behind someone, like literally tucked in behind their gearbox. And you see there he wasn't able to overtake us. But yeah, then our screen just freezes, wondering what's going on, and then oh look, we're down to 11th position. So I mean, it just carries on this season really, and once again it just seems that just nothing is meant to go right for us. But we've got Matt Levitt there going very slow and offline in the S's, but unlike Cupid, I guess he wasn't intending to do that. So yeah, we'll let him off this time. But yeah, we're still stood behind the Force India then, who really seem to be a lot quicker than, and yeah, we'll have to see if we can pass him then into the first corner, it looks like. But actually he pulls off there into the pit lane, so yeah, we're up into the points then, and Infinity is in very early as well, so not really sure what happened to him. And yeah, we all gained another place actually at 8th, because Maestro had a damaged front wing, and then they didn't fix it, so he had to come in twice. So that has really ruined his race then, but it did put us up into 8th place, and we did pit at the end of lap 6 for our stop then. So did Pepsi there in the Sauber. So then we come then for the soft tyres, and yeah, Pepsi then on another set of super softs then, so that pretty much locks him into a 3-stop here. And I mean, I was very comfortable with doing a 2-stop here, so I think he probably won't be a threat for us now then in this race. But yeah, you can see actually doing that stop did actually allow us to catch up to both him and CK there, and we've got Hamilton Fan who is yet to pit then. And yeah, we have just got so much more traction at the final corner. We set the fastest lap of the race, and we are through and into 9th for the time being then. Some people yet to pit, having started on softs or mediums. On to the next lap then, it gets very close there between CK and Pepsi, and in fact they do collide in the middle of the straight, and Pepsi does go through and on the super soft tyres. CK going for the mediums then, so 3 very different strategies going on here then for now in this battle for 7th place. and yeah, we've got a good run then down towards turn 4. We're going to look to the inside then, a little bit of a lock up, and yeah, a bit of a wheel banging moment there. I guess he didn't really want to give that one up, but yeah, we're up into 8th position then, and yeah, we then move up to 7th. I think it may have been Taylor the Vole who came in after that, and then we've got Leopard Bike now coming out the pits as well then, as a bit of line at Pepsi, and yeah, straight for into 5th place. I guess it was someone else who pit then, I'm not sure who, but yeah, we had gained a place before that anyway then. So yeah, we're now up into 5th place, and with most people having done their first stops then. I'm not even sure who else was pinned, but I think it may have been Jork maybe doing a 1 stop, but yeah, we were up to 4th then by the time we did our final pit stop of race then. So we did 13 laps and on the soft tyres, so that's pretty good there. Managed to get quite a lot of life out of them, and yeah, we'll be doing 17 then on the medium, so they should be fine then to the end of the race, and yeah, we should be pretty good then with this strategy, as we got Pepsi there in front of us. He'll still have another stop to make, and then we've got F1 Maestro, who has yet to make his final stop then, so it just really has been a disaster for our teammate here then, having to make an extra pit stop, and yeah, he is ahead of us, but at the end of the lap then he is going to allow us to take the positions, so thank you to him for that one then, and we are into 9th position then, and we'll see how many more people have to pit then, and well, we're going to see one of them now. It is Pepsi, and I think CK may be up in front of him, and he is, so we're up into 7th place, and we'll just have to wait and see really what happens with the 1 stoppers. In this one we've passed Casey Legend, I think that was and in fact near the end Leopard Bike did come in then for the super soft tyres, so I think he may have been trying to do a 1 stop, but it didn't work out for him, and yeah, then we've got Taylor the Vole actually gets disqualified from the race then, so a lot of corner cuts for him then, it must have been. But yeah, Leopard Bike was about 2 seconds a lot faster than us, and just closed right to the back of us, and then just could not overtake us, as he tried to have a look there I think, and sort of shooed us off our line a little bit there, but yeah, we managed to stay ahead then, and yeah, he just could not get past. I guess partly the slipstream, and also the rest of the track being quite narrow, but we did take 4th place in the end, so yeah, not a podium, but I mean, after that lag thing on lap 2, I was thinking, oh, here we go again, just another bit of bad luck to screw us over and mean that we barely get any points, but yeah, 4th place then, was quite happy with that one. Silent Mold took the win from the Amazement, and Jork was on the podium then, the only person to make the 1 stop work then, who made it to the end of the race, so well done to him for that one then. Our teammate recovered to 9th then, and yeah, those 2 points could be crucial in the end. I don't know what the standings are. They may be on screen, they may not be, but yeah, the Amazement then has a nice lead, I would imagine, going into the final 2 races. And yeah, that is it then for this week of highlights. If you enjoy it, leave a like, let me know what you thought down below as always, and yeah, see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.